So in Luke 13 verse 6 to 9, that story, the owner instructed the servant to cut it down, but the servant pled with the master, his master, that they give it another chance. And during that chance, the servant will try to achieve the conditions required for productivity. So if that fig tree, by that time, even after the servant had tried to achieve the conditions of productivity that are required for this fig tree to produce, if by that time it will fail to still produce, then definitely they were going to cut it down. Now, plants are meant to produce, but they do so in their season. Plants are to produce, but in their season. In their season. Why in their seasons? They are meant to produce in their seasons because all the factors required or that are meant to favor their productivity are available. All factors that are required for a plant to produce in its seasons are at its disposal. Without any human influence, without anybody doing anything, it is now nature taking its course. It is nature taking its course. The man in the book of Luke 13 verse 6 to 9, he had to now introduce human influence in a bid to try and achieve the conditions that are required for productivity of a plant, because by the natural cause, this fig tree was unable to produce. But in the normal and a common environment, plants are meant to produce in their seasons because all the factors are meant to favor their productivity. Without any human influence, it is nature doing its work. Here is a plant, here is a tree that is not productive in its season. So the servant is asking for time to try and influence the productivity of that tree, fig tree, humanly. But if it does not still produce, they will cut it down. They will cut it down because with the natural conditions, it is unable to produce. With the help of human and influence to make it produce, still it does not produce. The only thing that now is remaining with is to cut it down because it is wasting resources, it is wasting space under the soil there. What is my point here in this whole thing? Listen to me. If you are in your season in destiny, if you are in your season in life, all the factors required by law and order of the spirit and nature for your rising and shining are at your disposals. I don't know if you have gotten that. Seasons come with their resources to make your life beautiful. Your season, if it is your season, that season will come with all the required resources to make your life beautiful. The best you can do is to get into your season. Somebody, don't you miss your season. That is the best thing that any man in this life can yearn for. Get into your season. If you are in your seasons, you won't strive to support yourself in terms of maybe advertising and marketing yourself. There are some people who are in businesses, they are in agriculture, they are in different platforms and fields trying to make it in life, and they are not in their season. They are doing that business, but it is not in their season. Their season for doing that business has not come. That is why they are struggling. They are using a lot of resources in advertising, in marketing. They are using a lot of resources for no reason. Why? Because they are not in their season. If they would have been in their season, they wouldn't have struggled that much. They would have not strived to support themselves in terms of advertising and marketing their product. Their seasons, if it was their seasons, that season will have come with all the required favors, all the required factors to make him succeed in that business without him doing much of advertising and marketing. Seasons will always come with its tools to market you and to push you to your life and destiny. So this is the second benefit that you get from meditating on the Word of God. It aligns you to your seasons in life. This is the second benefit. And it was what was satisfying this man that we have read, we are talking about here, his story here. This man understood that apart from you just being at the central location of your life and destiny, you also need the factors of life. You also need to be in your season, because you will produce, you are meant to produce in your season. Everybody in this life, there are things that are seasonal. There are breakthroughs that are seasonal. There are success that are seasonal. So this man wanted to understand the times and the seasons, because he knew if he understands time and the season, he will not struggle. He will know which kind of business to do at that time, and he will prosper. So his quest was always to meditate on the Word of God. And by meditating on the Word of God was, or that meditation was pushing him to his seasons in life. That is why his satisfaction was from this Word of God, meditating from this Word of God. He understood that the results of all the wealth, resources that he is having, is coming from him understanding the benefits of meditation. The third benefit that this man understood, what was satisfying this man in meditating on the Word of God day and night, was that bit of his leaf shall not wither. That is still in chapter 1 of Psalms verse 3. His leaf shall not wither. I want you to understand this, that for the productivity of a plant, for the productivity of every plant that has leaves, the leaves are very essential. They are very essential for maybe photosynthesis and all that. You know it. You went to school, you did science. So, for any productivity of many plants, they require leaves. Leaves are very important for them, majorly for photosynthesis. So, to mean a plant whose leaves are withered, are disadvantaged, and it cannot produce. How can it produce yet it cannot operate photosynthesis? How will it make its food? Any plant whose leaves are withered are disadvantaged, and they cannot produce much. For the leaves to wither, it means the conditions required are not met, or they are not favorable. You study your plants, the plants around you. If those plants that are around you, their leaves are withering, it is either the conditions that are required for them to not to wither are not met, or they are not favorable. They are not favorable at all. Or that plant is sick, it has a disease eating it. So, a person who is in his season, you remember the Bible up there, it says, it is like a plant that bringeth forth fruit in his season. Not outside his season. In his season. So, a person who is in his season, centrally located in destiny and in life, and then his leaves cannot wither. That person, his leaf cannot wither. If he's in the required location and he gets into his seasons, the required season is in his season. If he is in his season, all the factors that are required are there to make it productive. And he is located where all the resources are. Why should his leaf wither? So any man who is in his season, who is centrally located in life and destiny, that kind of a person, his leaf cannot wither. Why? Because all the factors are favoring him. All the factors that are required for him and for his leaf not to wither are favoring him, because they are at his disposal. He is in his season, he is in his central location. Why should his leaf wither? You will reap the benefits of having leaves. if you are in your season and in your location, the right and central location, you will always reap the benefits of your leaves. And that majorly is productivity, photosynthesis, making of fruit. Just like a tree benefit from its leaf, it make it allow for the photosynthesis, making of the food for the plant. So if you are in your season, you are in your central location, and your leaves are not withered, why should you not reap the benefits of having leaf? Productivity. The fourth reason why this man meditated and kept meditating from the word of God, his fourth satisfaction was in that part, still in chapter 1 of Psalms verse 3. And whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. And whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. You can read it by yourself. Psalms chapter 1 verse 3, the last part. And whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Now, the major and the greatest result of a man finding himself in his seasons and outside his seasons and his central location and position in life and in destiny is what is the greatest. That is the greatest task. The major and the mightiest, the greatest result of a man finding himself in his season, finding himself in and outside this season, finding himself in his central location and position in life and destiny is what that part, whatever he doeth shall prosper. That is what is represented by that part, whatever he doeth shall prosper. That is the major and the greatest result of a man finding himself in all the three stages that I've told you: season, location, and position. And location in life and destiny. Why? Because whatever he doeth during those stages prospereth. Whatever you do when you are in your season of rising and being visible, whatever you do in your season of central location where all the resources are available at your disposal will prosper. So this was what this man understood. This was what this man understood. This is the greatest heritage and the assurance you get if you meditate on the law of God. That anything you do, whether it is in business, farming, teaching, no matter the scale, even if it is small in scale, even if it is big in scale, it is a guarantee that it will prosper. Anything you do in your season, in your right location, central location, where is required, there is a guarantee that it will prosper. Listen, somebody listen to me. That prosperity will not come just because you have been meditating on the law of God alone. I've told you to listen to me very keenly. The prosperity you are looking for will not come just because you have been meditating on the law of God day and night alone. After meditating from the law of God day and night, you must now move from meditating to application. Get your hands on something to do. Engage in something physical. Do a business. Start a project. It is in the doing of that business, in the doing of that project, that prosperity will come. That is where that prosperity will come. Not in the sitting and meditating alone. Many of us have got the bit of meditating day and night, and that is all we do. We have well mastered the bit of meditating day and night. We have mastered it and we are doing it daily. But then our greatest undoing is that we don't move to the level of now application. So, we are full of the potential of the Spirit, but we don't have where to channel all these potentials because we don't do anything. There is no project that we have started. There is no business that we have started. Meditation will break you into realms. You will capture informations and knowledge, secrets. Those secrets you should be using. Start a business with them and it will make you prosper. Do something. Here is a generation that has mastered the art of meditation day and night, but they ignore the bit of application. They don't do anything. They have not started any project. So they are very mighty with the potential and knowledge, information, skills and secrets, but they have not started anything for themselves. Somebody, get up. Listen to me. Get up. Go and start a business. By your meditating on the word, secrets of succeeding in that business will come. It is in that place of meditation, secret of succeeding in that project will be committed to you as you continue to meditate. After the secret has been committed to you, arise, go and apply now those secrets. Don't just sit there with those secrets. Even Joshua was told in Joshua chapter 1 verse 8, that this book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, and you shall meditate on it day and night, and you shall observe to do all things that is written in it, and you shall be prosperous and successful. So the prosperity and the success of Joshua was not tied to meditating in the word day and night. Do you know where it was tied? It was tied in that bit of, and you shall observe to do all that is written in it. Not some, but all that is written in it. That is the secret that God gave to Joshua for prosperity and success. So, his meditating in the word was to break him into realm of knowledge, understanding, and skills and wisdom of the Spirit. After getting those skills and wisdom, he goes ahead now to observe that all that is written in it and do them. And it is from his doing of those that he has caught from his realm of meditation that he will now begin to prosper and be successful. So his prosperity, the prosperity of Joshua, and his success was not in the meditating alone. It was in his observation and doing what is written on that word. It is in doing what is written on that word. This was the secret that this man understood. This was the secret that this man that we have been talking about, his case here, he understood. So he was not finding pleasure and satisfaction on the things that he had acquired. He was not finding pleasure and satisfaction in them, but his pleasure and satisfaction were coming from meditating in the Word of God. And in the meditating in the Word of God, by meditation, he was being aligned to his central location in life and destiny in the realm of the Spirit. Number two, he was being aligned to his seasons in life and destiny. So this man was not doing anything outside his season. If he wants to do a business, he will wait until his season comes, and he will know that he is in his season by meditation. He will get to the realm of meditation and he will know, he will be aligned to his season. And there, anything that he doeth, prospereth. Why is it that you do some things yourself but they are not prospering? It's because you are not in your central location in this realm of the Spirit. You are not in your season. Your leaf have already withered. That is why anything you do is not prospering. This man was not doing anything outside his season and his location. Everything that he was doing were in season and in central location. Centrally located. There are businesses that you will